Rollcage Cowboys, brought to you in part by Cowboys and Angels, the after-hours place to be, located on Highway 90 in Tillman's Corner. Your Gulf Coast McDonald's. I'm loving it. And Pull Apart. When you need a part, pull apart.
Hey, you got to get it better than that. Get the other rear one first before you run. Get the other rear one before you run out.
It's race day. It's the first race of the season and the track is buzzing with excitement. Everyone is making those last-minute adjustments during practice, except Kane Motorsports. Another major problem has Derek and his crew scrambling. They'll be lucky if they can even get the car ready in time.
We've gone around, there's some wiring missing, and these Fords are not like the Chevys. They've got all this electronic crap in them, and the wires are missing, essentially. So what we're going to do, last year we ran the car in second gear only, so we're putting in last year's gears, and I'm hoping that works. But even getting it from the shop today, we blew a line right off the power steering. So this car has been snake bitten from the beginning. We've taken 6 months to try to get it going, and I hope today we don't have to start and park. If we have to, we will. We'll get the transmission fixed, but we've done everything we can to try to get it ready. So fingers crossed, they're calling me. I got to go. Got to get back in there and get it working.
With qualifying only minutes away, BJ and Mike discuss last-minute details and strategies.
Yeah, no, I think it'll help, but it's so hard. The track's so hot that it's kind of hard to see. You can see it's rolling there. I probably beat myself tonight. I just got to calm down. I'll be all right. I'll be all right. We'll see what happens in qualifying.
Pretty good. It's about what the car run last year, maybe a little faster. We happy with it to not be dragged us any, and got here late. We can't complain with it so far.
First practice, it was pretty tight. We called on a couple of adjustments we were missing, so we picked up a pretty good bit in practice on the feel of it. I think we're a little bit off on the stopwatch, but I've never been a very good qualifier anyway, so we'll see what happens in the race. It's usually what we try to focus on and get our setup right for. But it's running good. Everything's running good, and we'll see what happens.
The gears work. The gears work. They finally got there. I was running, but then the last lap when I was out there, it started chugging like it lost power. Like that. And by the time I came in here, that was it. I want to run this thing. I know. And it's like, I don't know.
With qualifying complete, the drivers, the crews, family, and friends take a few minutes to sit back and relax until race time.
You know, you and Derek have been running pretty close together.
Not today.
He done some welding and stuff on that, wheels and stuff.
Stay away from his car. Well, he's got little spikes that come out the sides and stuff.
Well, no, it might just come loose where he welded it.
But their thoughts are never far from what's coming.
I gotta make sure he's bolted in. I gotta make sure he's safe. I gotta make sure he's strapped in good, because he's taken a couple of licks out here before, and that scares me a little bit. But that's what his passion is. So I just want to make sure he's in there safe and stuck. And if he takes a ride off of that turn up there that he's gonna land, he'll be all right.
I I'm calm until he gets out there, and then I'm a nervous wreck because I'm worried about wrecking. After the race, I'm good, but before that, I beat my dad's arm, I pinched it, I say some not nice things, and it's just stressful.
With the Bombers, everything is supposed to be stock. But with a new track record set during qualifying, it hits a nerve with some of the crew chiefs. Sometimes, black and white isn't always so black and white.
One car that set a 3-year-old track record that all the crew chiefs are fussing about because he is being allowed to run racing springs, racing shocks. Now they say they're legal. Okay, we'll go with that, but which part of it is legal, which ones are legal, which ones are we allowed to run? Plain and simple.
Ever since we started running this class, this has always been a stock class. We couldn't run any racing suspension, no aftermarket parts on the suspension, and to find out that they're saying that some of these items now are illegal, I'd like to know what they are, because if we were able to run them, I'd certainly be glad to put them on this car, and we'll see how we do.
Troy's bag.
It's back there, the back. Bombers are waiting for you to bring your cars to the racetrack. Island Motors 2 Bombers come to the racetrack.
Working on it. Neutral.
That's kind of hard to do.
Official 8 truck to the Automobile 200. Fly by the Commonwealth Motors.
At the end of the night, BJ from Team 888 was the clear winner. Gino's car wasn't ready for the night, so he'll be helping out 888 soon enough. The golf racing team had mixed results, with Jerry finishing in 3rd place, while Matt came in a disappointing 10th.
We started 6th. I just wanted to try to get by with a good night, try to survive and have a good points night. But as the last one along, we started running a little bit better. People started falling off, a couple wrecks. We ended up 3rd, and I was happy with that. I think we could have raced a little bit harder for 2nd, but on the first night I didn't want to push it too hard. We needed a good points night, so there's no sense of tearing anything up for one more position when you're already up front. So
He did good. He did really good. Put it this way, I was so nervous my wedding set fell off my hand. So I didn't even get to see him cross the finish line.
Troy, Derek, and Richie are going to have to find a way to make their Fords move a lot faster if they're going to find themselves in the winner's circle.
Dropped the green flag, all nerves went out. Got past the inside line, so I was able to get low. After a few laps, I just overdrove it, still kind of learning the car. I overdrove it in that first turn, and coming out, I tried to correct it, but I just drove it into the grass and let it take itself out.
Oh my God! The car broke up most of the whole race, and I mean, I was unlucky to do as good as I did. Richie, on the other hand, that man, he passed me twice.
I didn't have Dad with me. Well, when we started to pick up the car, we ended up having a brand new leak, and it was power steering fluid, so we lost that. It took about an hour and a half out there to fix it. Let me see your hands. Are they all bloody? A little bloody and greasy. Yeah, they're greasy, but if it wasn't for Dad, we couldn't be here. And we finished the race on a night where we didn't think we were even going to have the car here, to be honest. So, I mean, your thoughts? Your drivers, you need fired?
No, it'll be up front when we get all the bugs worked out.
Yeah, we learned a lot tonight. Like I said, it got real hot, but we got some work to do this week, but I feel pretty confident.
Oh, I do too. We'll see whether we put this other rear end back out if we
You didn't hear nothing.
Being in the winner's circle, BJ's car passes Tech with flying colors. Other drivers were complaining about a lot of pushing and shoving on the track, but BJ has some advice for them.
Now we need it's racing. I get what I get. I mean, I don't even recall really bumping too hard with anybody tonight. But you know, it's racing. Grow up.